welcome to a new interview at Chogonet Gaming News. And today we are about 1 month away from the Indian Gaming Trade Show and Convention, most commonly known as NIGA, which will be held in April 19 to 22 in California. And one of the leading exhibitors in this trade show will be Zitro, the global supplier of gaming cabinets and content. And today we are joined by the CEO of Zitro USA, Derik Mooberry, who has been recently appointed in this position. So thank you, Derik, for joining us today at Chogonet.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Right. Well, I was hoping you can start by providing your own perspective of Zitro's plans at NIGA, your specific goals, and particularly as you are the new CEO of Zitro USA, what you would like to achieve in this event?
Yeah, that's a great question. This is Zitro's first time attending the NIGA trade show. Our goal is to really establish ourselves as a supplier within the U.S. marketplace. While we're new and we're growing within the U.S., we're very established in many other global markets as a supplier. And in many of those markets actually have a leading position. So this is our chance to shine and showcase our products to the US marketplace.
Right. Well, and as Zitro has canceled its participation at ICE London for several reasons, and there are several other exhibitors that cited the same reasons after the new April dates. So maybe you can tell us if this cancellation is somehow affecting what NIGA represents for Zitro in this opportunity. Somehow maybe it changed or gave it a special meaning for Zitro this time.
Yeah, our decision to not attend the ICE 2022 show really had no impact on our NIGA decisions in terms of the show and how we tended to participate. The shows are very different. They're different customer bases, different people attend each of those shows. The NIGA trade show is obviously extremely important to the tribal gaming community and market within the United States. And today we operate primarily in 3 states, Oklahoma, California, and Florida, but we'll be expanding rapidly throughout 2022 into other additional states, primarily focused on the tribal gaming markets, which emphasizes the importance of the NIGA trade show for us.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my next question. What the tribal gaming industry represents for Zitro today, for its business strategies and plans. Maybe you can elaborate on which kind of partnerships will you be after, which kind of business strategies will you try to craft with alongside the tribal operators?
Yeah, tribal gaming is a significant part of the U.S. marketplace, and our goal initially is to launch with the tribal customers, and we sought that throughout California, as I mentioned, Oklahoma, and Florida. But there's many other markets. The Midwest has a large tribal gaming installation base, as well as the Southwest. And the relationships we're seeking to gain at the NIGA trade show is to gain awareness of our product line, specifically at Zitro, so that we can get a foothold into more casinos throughout the U.S.
Right. Well, as I mentioned before, you've just been appointed in this position over a month ago. So what have you learned so far from the company, from this new role, and how would you plan to leverage your long previous experiences in the gaming industry today at Zitro USA?
Yeah, I joined Zitro to capitalize on an opportunity to expand the company's presence globally. While Zitro is established in markets like Latin America and Spain, and has a growing presence in Europe and Asia, in the US, it's just getting started. And we have a tremendous opportunity in front of us, and it'll be an exciting period of growth over the next few years. I believe my previous experience as a leader in the gaming industry can assist Zitro in achieving that market share, and specifically the growth that we see ahead of us in the US. Zitro USA is essentially a startup operation, but my broad experience with all aspects of the gaming business, including sales, marketing, engineering, product strategy, etc., I think can really assist Zitro in achieving our ambitious goals ahead.
And what will be the next steps, maybe in any aspect that you can detail in terms of maybe certifications, approvals, or other aspects like market share targets, any of these aspects within the Zitros plans for all. We know that the US has very different markets and very it's very diverse in that sense.
Yeah, the U.S. market is certainly diverse. The different types of gaming throughout the country, lead to, just different segments. I mentioned earlier, though, our goal really starts with compliance, and as you pointed out, getting ourselves licensed and approved. That's the first step in any new gaming company's goals, is obviously to make sure that you can get yourself approved, both the product approved and the company approved. And we've been rapidly seeking licenses throughout the United States, and that'll become the forefront, which enables the growth for us to kind of go from there.
Sure, and if you had to speak about the investment priorities to be competitive, as we are seeing quite an increase in competition in the gaming industry, and also if you have plans to develop new products, we can talk later about the existing products that you're introducing in other markets. But in terms of products customized or tailored for these particular markets, are there any plans in the pipeline?
Well, the great news is the product portfolio has been performing well on a global basis. And so we've been taking products that have been excelling in markets around the world and starting to place those into the US market. And the performance to date has, quite frankly, exceeded our expectations. And we think that's going to be the catalyst that allows us to grow into the future.
Right. And at Shogunet, we have been covering the launch of the new Glare line of cabinets. And we have, just today, we have covered the story about the Zitro in Madrid with 4 new games for these cabinets. And we have also addressed the Mega Share launch recently. So which role will these particular products play in the markets that you will be working in the US? And also one that we haven't spoken about today, the Canada market, that is seeing quite everyone is watching Canada's launch in terms of online gaming as well. So if you have you can share your view about this.
Yes, absolutely. Glare, the new Glare cabinet line is extremely exciting. They look fantastic, 4 different form factors, unique content portfolios to complement each of the form factors, gives us quite an arsenal of products to launch with in the United States. So we're not going to market with just a single cabinet and a single game theme. We've really got today already a portfolio of products to choose from. So we think that gives us a unique and competitive advantage in the marketplace. So what you're going to see at the NIGA show is certainly Glare at the forefront, and you're going to see lots of unique content to go on each of those cabinets for customers to choose from, and so that'll be a great offering for us into the future.
Right. Yeah. And I have already mentioned the online market. Zitro has this Zitro Digital brand division. So maybe what's your own plans in the US and Canada for Zitro Digital, with the synergies that can be in place for this market that is gaining momentum in both in the USA and also with Ontario set to launch iGaming in April 4th.
Yeah, you know, the whole iGaming expansion in both the US and Canada marketplaces, I think is very exciting. However, I would probably highlight that our initial focus will really be, for Zitro USA, will really be on land-based placements of our products. And that as we gain market share, that we'll then look to complement our land-based products with a digital offering. And so you can kind of expect to hear more about us from the digital perspective in the future than probably in the short term.
Sure. Well, maybe we have one final minute for you two, if you have any other final reflection, and maybe if you are planning to attend any other events besides NIGA, and also if you want to address what you think that the current demands of the market and the operators are today, based on this new landscape that we are all seeing after the pandemic, with new demands and requirements from both operators and players. So any final reflection that you would like to make in any of those aspects is very welcome.
Yeah, you know, I think certainly first and foremost, you know, Zitros presence, you'll continue to see us on all the major global stages. You just recently saw us obviously in Madrid. We'll be at the NIGA show next month in California. We'll certainly be at G2E later this year. We've been doing some private Zitro experiences, we call them, little events as well throughout Argentina recently, and we'll be doing another one in Mexico a little later this into the summer timeframe. And so we'll continue to be at the forefront of being out in front of customers, you know, making sure our message is heard. You know, in terms of the marketplace, your other question, you know, I think you couldn't be more excited about what we see in the casino marketplace today. Casinos, especially in the United States markets, continue to have, you know, either record or near record levels of revenue. And so the industry as a whole seems to really be thriving. And that's encouraging for us as a major supplier, you know, in the global marketplace. And I think it will lead to, you know, investments in casino floors. And as someone who is coming to market, as we talked about with our new Glare product line with 4 new cabinet offerings, each with unique content on them, that'll give us an opportunity to grow. And so as the industry is growing, we intend to grow right along with it. And that gives me just a tremendous amount of excitement for what we have in front of us here from a Zitro USA perspective.
Well, it's great to hear that, and thank you very much, Derik, for your time today. And it's been a pleasure to have this conversation. Of course, Zitro in the US, as you said, it's in its early stages, so we'll look forward to catching up soon with new developments as you keep entering new states and jurisdictions in these growing markets. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.